friends, myself Ajay Eknath Chaudhary and I have completed my BE in Mechanical Engineering. Today's date is 2nd February 2022 and today's topic is constructors in Java. So what is constructor? Constructor is a block of code that initialize the newly created object. A constructor resembles an instance methods in Java, but it's not a method as it doesn't have a return type. In short, constructor and methods are different. That is more on this we have to see about. People often refers constructor has a special type of methods in Java. Constructor has same name as the class and look like this in Java has a code. How does a constructor work? To understand its working of constructor, let's take an example. So we have a class, my class, with a create an object, my class like this. The, that is my class object is equal to new my class or my class curly bracket. The new keyword have create object of a class of my class invokes constructor to initialize this newly created object. Simple constructor in program in Java. Here we have to create an object of class hello, and then we display the instant variable name of the object. As you can see that the output is beginner's book, which has what to pass to the name during the initialization in constructor. This shows that when we create the object the constructor got invoked. Types of constructors in Java, there are three types of constructor in Java, that is default, no argument constructor and parameterized constructor. Types of constructor, first one is default constructor. We have to see, that is if you do not implement any constructor in your class, Java compiler insert a default constructor into your code on your behalf. This constructor is known as default constructor. You will not find it is your source code, that is the Java file, as it will be inserted into the code during compilation and exist in class file. Second one, no argument constructor. Constructor with no argument is known as no arg constructor. The signature is same as the default constructor. However, the body can be have an code unlikely default constructor where the body of the constructor is empty. Third one is parameterized constructor. The parameterized constructor with argument, or you can say parameterized, is also known as parameterized constructor. Constructor chaining, when a constructor calls another constructor of a same class, then this is called as a constructor chaining. So super, next one is super. Whenever we child class constructor gets invoked, it implicities invokes the constructor of your parent class. You can also say that the compiler insert is a super. Now constructor overloading. Constructor overloading is a concept of having more than one constructor with different parameter list in such a way that so that each constructor perform a different task. Quick recap: every class has a constructor, whether it's a normal class or a abstract class. Constructor are not method and they don't have a return type. Constructor name should match with the name class name. Constructor can use an any access specifier. They can be declared as a private, as a private also. Private constructor are possible in Java, but their scope is within the class only. Like constructor methods can be also have name same class name, but still they have written type through it, which you can identify that there are methods not constructor. But if you don't implement any constructor with the class, compiler will do it for this. And super should be first statement in the constructor code. If you don't mention them, compiler does it for you accordingly. Now constructor overloading is possible, but overriding is not possible in constructor, which means you can have overloaded constructor in your class, but we don't have override constructor in Java. Constructor cannot be inherited. If a superclass doesn't have no argument, that is default constructor, then the compiler would not insert it in a default constructor in the child class as it does in normal scenario. So this constructor, in short, we have studied that constructor. What is the methods of constructor? What kind of work does constructor do? And what is the scenario of all whole constructor today? So thank you for watching my video.